Amazing, amazing, amazing. Finally, we have the English Premier League predictions. Game week 1 football predictions, the betting viewpoint. If you're somebody who wants to stake, this is the video you need. If it is your first time, ensure that you are subscribing, liking the video, turning on notifications, turning on post notifications, because I will be providing you the English Premier League predictions from game week 1 to game week 38 in the 2023-2024 football season. And you must note that my predictions are highly analyzed. They have high probabilities of winning, and you are going to enjoy them. The first game is Manchester City vs Burnley. Burnley is the home team, Manchester City is the away team. If you look at this particular game, there are two betting options that are presented before us, and I am going to mention all of them. The first betting option is the normal betting market, Manchester City to win in this particular game. I expect them to be able to win this game slightly, let's say by 1-0, or, that is the only scoreline I expect. So Manchester City win in this particular game. The second betting option is the corners betting market, over 9.5 corners at an odd of 1.75. Both predictions are perfect. And the good thing is that if you're going to be using 1xbet to stake, then you can combine the two games, the two betting options, and get an odd of 2.3. Second game is between Arsenal vs Nottingham Forest. I expect Arsenal to go on a goal-scoring spree tomorrow. I expect them to be able to score more than 3 goals. That is the Arsenal side. I expect them to win the game with a scoreline of 5-0. So, the betting option for the Arsenal vs Nottingham Forest game is over. Arsenal to win. Arsenal win as an odd of 1.198. That is the first betting option. The second betting option is over 7.5 corners at an odd of 1.16. And the final betting option is over 2.5 goals to be scored at an odd of 1.40. All the betting options are perfectly analyzed, but you must realize that for my first bet slip, I'm going to be sharing you booking codes for both SportyBet and 1xbet at the end of the video to give you what I've staked on. And then we have the third game, that is Bournemouth vs West Ham United, English Premier League. In this particular one, I expect this one to be a high-scoring match. I expect it to be a high-scoring match. The scoreline should be a draw of 2-2 or West Ham United to win with 2 goals and Bournemouth to be able to only score or net 1 goal. So the betting option for this one, the first betting option is over 1.5 goals. The second betting option is over 2.5 goals to be recorded in this particular game. And then we have the next game, Brighton vs Luton. Brighton vs Luton. You must know that Luton was promoted. Brighton also, Luton was promoted, and I expect them to be able to record a goal in this particular game. I was impressed on how they're playing in their preseason. I am impressed by the Brighton side. The Luton side, I think they're going to be able to get at least a goal, even though the bookies think that Brighton has the ability of winning at the end of the day. So my betting option on this one is not going to be Brighton win, but it's an option of betting on over 2 goals to be recorded in this particular match. I am expecting a scoreline of 2-1 full time, or maybe even 2-2, but 2-1 is the most possible one. And when it comes to corners, we are staking on over 9.5 corners at an odd of 1.67. Then we have the next one, that is Everton vs Fulham. Everton vs Fulham. This is the match that I found difficulty in making my final prediction. It's not clear on who is going to be winning this particular game. So what I did was simple. I have not staked on it, but anyway, I will give you my prediction. I am thinking of a scenario where Fulham is going to be winning by a scoreline of 1-0. Fulham to win against Everton by a scoreline of 1-0. Anyway, I have completely ignored the match in all my bet slips. And then we have Sheffield United vs Crystal Palace. Sheffield United vs Crystal Palace. You look at this particular game, the options that you are presented to bet on are limited. The options that we are presented to bet on are limited. Sheffield United was promoted. And then if you look at the Crystal Palace side, they are also solid. They have the ability of scoring. If you look at their preseason games, you also find more difficulty and challenge when it comes to picking who is going to win the game at full time. So the best betting option in the match Sheffield United vs Crystal Palace is to stake on over 7.5 corners. Over 7.5 corners. That is the best betting option on that particular match. And then we have Newcastle United vs Aston Villa. Newcastle United vs Aston Villa. The best betting option is to bet on over 1.5 goals at an odd of 1.23. It is a good one. I see it has been indicated as a perfect bet. I expect the match to end in a scoreline of 1-2. That is Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 2. Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 2. And then the 8th betting option, Brentford vs Tottenham. Brentford vs Tottenham. I expected Tottenham to win the game. If the Hurricane issue was not a problem, then I know Hurricane would be playing this coming Sunday. But I see the transfer issue is still of some kind of worries, and I don't think he's going to be playing in this particular match. All in all, at the end of the day, I still expect Tottenham to start their 2023-2024 campaign with a solid win, with a solid result. So I expect them to win or a draw to occur in this particular match. They might win with a scoreline of 1-0. And if that is not the scenario, then maybe 2-0 or 2-1. But at the end of the day, the two betting options is Tottenham win or a draw to occur at an odd of 1.48, and the second betting option over 8.5 corners at an odd of 1.32. Then we have Chelsea vs Liverpool. I believe this is one of the toughest and one of the biggest game in this opening fixture. As a Liverpool fan, I am kind of biased on predicting who is going to win at full time, but I believe Liverpool is in a position to go ahead and win this particular game. At the end of the day, the best thing to do when I'm not sure on such game is not to go for over 1.5 goals, is not to go on Liverpool win, Chelsea win. I see value in the corners market. So in the Chelsea vs Liverpool match, what we are staking on is over 9.5 corners, which has an odd of 1.67. Now let me give you my opinion when it comes to who will win this particular game. I expect Liverpool to win with a scoreline of 2-1, or the game to end in a draw of 2-2 or 1-1. That is my opinion in this particular game. And then we have the final game, English Premier League game week 1. Manchester United vs Wolves. I believe that Manchester United have an easier opponent and they're supposed to start their campaign with an easy win. So I'm giving Manchester United a win at an odd of 1.30 or 1.33. And the second betting option to be over 9.5 corners. Over 9.5 corners at an odd of 1.5. So that is the odds for that one. For the English Premier League matches. As I mentioned earlier on, guys, I'm going to give you 2 slips from this game. The first slip contains the normal betting predictions. All the games have an odd of 10.87. Sportybet booking code is DB61E491. That is a Sportybet booking code. It is a Ghanaian code, so you'll convert it to your country. And then on 1xBet, the booking code for this particular match is VSJ3Q. 1xBet booking code. That is the first betting option. The normal betting options where you stake on home team to win over 1.5 goals. Yeah, that is it. The only game. Let me see it. The only game that has a corner option is the Chelsea vs Liverpool because it is a main betting option. And then in the second betting section, we have the corners market. Let me load that one for you. In the second betting option, we have the corners market. It's loading, guys. It's loading. Ensure that you are subscribing, turning on notifications, because it's important. Download the bet slip. Yes. So the second selection contains the corners matches where we have Burnley vs Manchester City over 9.5 corners, Arsenal Nottingham over 7.5 corners, Brighton Luton over 9.5 corners, Sheffield United Crystal Palace over 7.5 corners, Manchester United Wolves over 9.5 corners, Chelsea Liverpool over 9.5 corners. All the games have 10 odds in total. Booking code for 1xbet is VD43Q. I did not find all the betting options for corners on SportyBet or in SportyBet. That is why we don't have the SportyBet booking code. But guys, it's important for you to be flexible this new season. Go and open a 1xbet account. Use them because there is value in their predictions or there is value in their markets. Instructions are available in our Telegram community at Real Must Better. Link to join our Telegram community is available in the pinned comment section. And do not forget to watch our recent strategy video where we are talking about how to make money betting in sports betting 2023. Let us meet in the next video where I am sharing you predictions for today.